is getting started with Adobe Illustrator CC. All right, now I hope you're ready for Adobe Illustrator CC. Lots of great stuff to get to in this course here with you. Before we really get going, though, I want to encourage you to download the course's project files so that you can follow me along step by step through the entire course. If you're watching this course on 10tononline.com, you can go and snag your project files right here. They'll download as a zip file, and of course you'll have to double click on the zip file to extract the project files, and of course follow me along as we work our way through the course. Now, as I say, there's lots to get to, lots that I have planned ahead. Here's a quick run through of some of the stuff we're going to dig into. I'm going to give you some foundational information right off the bat here. Understanding the difference between raster and vector graphics, pretty important stuff. A crash course in graphic file formats. And then it's all about getting comfortable, getting used to the Illustrator environment. We'll talk about the workspaces. We'll talk about customizing the environment and so on. And then it's all about working with selections inside Illustrator, selecting objects, selecting artwork, different techniques for selecting your artwork and your artwork components and so on. And then it's all about creating content, creating stuff, specifically shapes and paths, rectangles, ovals, arcs and grids, all kinds of great stuff. And then we get into creating some vector paths, some brush strokes, some blob brush strokes as well. You'll see exactly how all that works. And then we'll get into a discussion on managing our objects, duplicating, aligning, grouping, locking and hiding, something called stacking order. We'll dig into that. And then, of course, we'll dig into color, working with fills and strokes and gradients and all kinds of great stuff there. And then after that, it's on to working with type. We'll talk about some different ways to work with type inside Illustrator, something called point type, something called area type, importing text, formatting text, type on a path, and all kinds of great stuff there. And then down towards the end of the course, I want to push things a little bit further with Illustrator. I'm going to introduce you to something called Pathfinders inside Illustrator. We'll talk about layers. We'll talk about special effects and how special effects relate to the appearance panel inside Illustrator. And then finally, we'll talk about getting your work out of Illustrator and into different file formats, whether it be file formats for the web or just for carting your work around into different graphics applications. So there you go. That's kind of a run through of what we're going to take a look at here inside this course. So I hope you're ready. Get the coffee maker going, get your notepads ready, fire up Illustrator. Here it is. This is getting started with Adobe Illustrator CC.